All portrait artists at their initial stage of learning struggle with the likeness. I do too, but how to overcome this struggle? That is exactly what I'm going to talk about in today's video. Hello and welcome everyone. Let's imagine we intend to make a portrait of a celebrity, and after completing the drawing, if your work does not look like that particular person or the celebrity, we instantly judge and decide that this is a bad artwork. Don't do that. So today I'm going to be doing a pen and ink demo, and this is going to be my reference. And you're going to see how I struggle with the likeness, and later on how I overcome or solve the problem by achieving a better likeness in my second attempt. So let's begin. The material that I'm using is Brewster's micro fine tip pen. The size of this pen is 0.1 and it's an old pen that I have, and you can see that the ink is not flowing out of it properly, which is exactly what I want because I don't want to make permanent marks at this initial stage. What I'm doing right now is trying to establish a rough outline of the face starting from the hairline to the chin. Then I'll just scribble here a little to get the idea where the hair on the top of the head is going to be. After that, I go ahead and darken the two eye socket areas with my not fully functioning pen. Since I'm working with a pen, I have to be a little careful as whatever mark I make, they are permanent and I cannot erase them. That is why this defective pen just works fine for me at this initial stage of my work. In the lip area, I start off by making the dark middle line between the upper and the lower lip. After getting the basic outline of the face, I get a rough idea of where the facial features are going to be. So I go ahead and grab a 0.5 size pen, which is not a defective one, and I darken the whole head using the cross hatching technique. I realize that I can use the wooden plank which is there on the side of the face as an anchor to get the size and the proportions of the face right. Then by using the same cross hatching technique, I work on the dark neck area. Then gradually I move on to the most important part of the portrait, that is the eyes. I'm using a 0.2 size pen here. This is the part where you have to find a balance between being careful and carefree at the same time, because the eyes are the make or break deal. Instantly I realize that I'm not getting the likeness, but still I decide to continue, have patience and see what the final outcome is going to be like. I work on the shadows of the nose and the dark upper lip and the dark goatee area. I can see in my reference that the whole left side of the face is dark, so I just darken the whole left side and the dark areas around the cheek. At this stage, the more I work on it, the more I realize that the likeness is just not there. But it doesn't bother me much because likeness is not the only parameter on which you should judge your artwork. It is true that the person in my drawing looks nothing like the person in my reference, but I'm happy with the fact that it looks like a person, and also the placement of values and contrast. Like any person can look like this, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be Sachin Tendulkar. So I just quickly go ahead and complete the neck area and the hair with a brush pen. So I decide that I'm going to try again, and this time I'm going to be using an HB pencil to get the outline of the face, the head and the features of the face. This time around I am being a little careful and constantly checking my proportions, that is the relative length and breadth of the face. And again I'm using the wooden plank as the guideline to place the eyes and the nose at correct spots. This time around I can erase something I don't want. Then I'm using the pencil to place the dark values around the neck and the hair. Not too dark, because I'll be using the pen to establish the final values and the contrast. Now I'm satisfied with the outline and the proportion of the face, so I grab the 0.2 size pen and make the outline again over the pencil marks. This time around I feel more confident while drawing the eyes because I already have the pencil marks to guide me. Then with the help of a 0 point size pen, I darken the whole hair area, leaving few white spots where the light reflects from the hair. And then with a brush pen, I just scribble and create the illusion of curly hair. Then I darken the whole left side of the face with my 0.2. Then I work on the contrast, that is getting the darker darks and the lighter lights. The reference image is that of a very young Sachin Tendulkar where he has adolescent mustache. That is what I'm drawing here. I then draw the dark upper lip and the goatee area. I have already talked about the general placements of shadows on the human face in my earlier video. Do watch it if you haven't. Now I already know that the left side of the face is darker than the right side, but what's more important is to get the right contrast between the left and the right side. Otherwise the drawing looks a little incomplete. Then I make the dark shadow around the neck area by using the cross hatching technique again. After completing the dark neck area, the face kind of pops and reveals itself, and it's starting to look more complete. And this time I'm pretty satisfied with the likeness. I know that it could have been a lot better, but it is better than the earlier one. Then I add some finishing touches here and there, the texture of the wooden frame, and that's it. So what did we learn today? If you make a portrait of a person or a celebrity and you don't get the likeness, don't be disheartened and tell yourself, "ये मेरे बस की बात नहीं है, I give up." Do not judge your work based on only the likeness. You should be more focused on making the portrait look like a human being first. Try to get the correct placements of shadows and highlights and also the values and the contrast. The likeness will come eventually with practice. So that's it for today. I hope you found this video to be interesting and informative. I will be making more such art related videos. So like, share and subscribe and follow me on Instagram too. Till then, have a great day and goodbye.